Well, as of the making of this video, altcoins are moving up. In fact, they're pumping hard. XRP is one of them. And in this video, I'm going to tell you about which ones are moving the most and which ones might continue to move based on some search trend analytics that I just pulled up, because there's some really interesting finds that I'm going to tell you about. Also, we're going to take a look at what the banking sector is doing and how it may be proving that some people who are speculating that their government is going to get back into the money printing business in Q3 of this year. So in this video, I'm going to go over what some of the banking sector is looking like. Also, there is a very, very important meeting coming up on Tuesday at 10 a.m. Eastern Time that you should be paying attention to. This is a hearing with the Financial Services Oversight Committee, and they're going to be talking with the SEC's Enforcement Division. I wonder if there's some important questions they should be asking. Hey everyone, my name is Randy. Welcome back to the Late Night Grind. And right now on this channel, we're covering the Ripple versus the SEC case, as well as other crypto news, investment markets, and personal finance. So if any or all these topics interest you, make sure you hit that subscribe button and join the Late Night Grind community. And also, if you do a couple of things, I'd appreciate it. Smash the thumbs up button, watch this video all the way to the end, and check out my Patreon, link in the description below. The recent pick that I made for July is doing extremely, extremely well. It's up nearly 100% as of making this recording. And final thing, always click that bell notification icon when you do subscribe. That way you'll get notifications when I release a new video. All those things really help out a YouTuber. All right, guys, let's jump into it. All right, so let's first start by talking about what the banking sector is doing. Because just like everybody else right now, they are feeling the pinch. Their profits are down big time. So I just saw a tweet from Gold Telegraph on Twitter. Goldman Sachs, their profits are down 47%. Bank of America is down 32%. JP Morgan suspended all buybacks. Now, this has a lot of people, in fact, a growing number of people, a growing number of people in the financial sector, including Thinking Crypto, which is another crypto channel here on YouTube, pointing towards Q3, the Fed reversing course. Well, what are they doing right now? Well, they're raising rates and they're not doing any money printing. Reversing course. Does this mean that they're going to be stopping raising rates, or that they're going to be resuming the money printing? Well, in my last video yesterday, you might want to take a look at that, because there is a really hot take that I covered on my last video that not many people are thinking about, but it coincides perfectly with a potential money printing time frame in Q3 or Q4 of this year. It's definitely something to keep an eye on. Also, some more bad news in the financial sector as homebuilder confidence has dropped to its lowest level since May of 2020. In fact, it's had 7 straight months of home builder confidence, which is basically a metric of all these home builders, what their sentiment is in terms of people buying new houses. This goes right along with the housing crash poll that I put out on my community tab a couple of days ago, in which a lot of people are now looking at the housing market getting ready to collapse. The majority of people think it's going to happen within 12 months. Some people think it's going to start as early as 2 months from now. But if you are new to this channel, you can go and check out some of those polls. Some of those results are actually really interesting. So nonetheless, leave a comment in the comments section down below if you think the United States Fed is actually going to reverse course and start money printing again, because a lot of that was what got us in this problem in the first place. It's one of the biggest factors in driving inflation. So let me know what you think. All right, now let's take a look at some of the altcoins that are trending and trending big, not just in price, but in actual search volume, and search volume on both Google and on CoinMarketCap. Some interesting finds. And one of the finds was probably the most interesting, one of the most shocking that I came across. So one, not surprising right now, Polygon Matic is surged to up over 95 cents as I'm making this recording. It's going huge. Not only is it surging in price, it's surging in both web searches, YouTube searches, and CoinMarketCap. It is the second most searched altcoin right now. People probably looking for some technical analysis. That's what you're looking at. And so right now, that is moving big. The other one is Ethereum, of course, which we covered in a couple of videos ago, because their merge announcement that supposedly could be happening in September has been driving the price up over 14. Actually, I believe it touched $1,500. Could be touching a bit of a resistance at that point. Somebody said the next price target $1,700. I think we're going to see a little bit of a pullback before that. But obviously Ethereum is seeing big searches, not only just on YouTube searches, but on Google searches as well. And of course, it's typically a mainstay on CoinMarketCap. GMT, which is actually a Bitcoin mining token. It's one of the newer altcoins. That one is surging too. Prices have been moving up. It's up over 7%. In fact, the searches for the GMT token on Google are up nearly 20 to 25% on average. So that's one that's absolutely trending. But the one that kind of caught my eye was Terra Luna. Now, that was a huge one before the collapse. Well, right now, Terra Luna, searches for Terra Luna on Google web searches, YouTube searches, and CoinMarketCap are basically taking over. So not only is it trending on Google like it kind of always has, the new Terra Luna, known as Terra 2.0, is actually the #1 searched coin on CoinMarketCap. And not only that, the old one, Luna Classic, which was renamed, which is almost worthless at this point, is still #3. In fact, it moved up to #3 on the most searched altcoins on CoinMarketCap. That one really shocked me. But nonetheless, some of the prices are moving up right along with Bitcoin, which is up above 22,000 right now, 22,600, bumped right up against the resistance as I'm making this video. So some of the technical indicators look like it's going to be hitting a pullback. So we're gonna see in the next couple hours here if it actually broke through that resistance, or if some of the technical indicators show that, you know what, it's probably not going to go much higher than that. We're going to be looking at a pullback. A lot of the 1 hour and 4 hour and daily stochastics are at their highs. They would have to be pinned for this pump to continue. A lot of the RSIs are looking very bearish, meaning there's not a lot of strength left in this pump, and you can expect a price downturn, which means you're going to see some of the altcoins do the same thing. So just keep that in mind. I'm watching this trend resistance line right now. Okay, so now let's talk about this hearing that's going to be happening, because a lot of people, especially XRP holders, people that have been following the Ripple versus the SEC case, are now looking at in terms of this being one of these things where this could be putting the SEC in its place, or at least giving it a scare, or it could just all be for show, and it's really just absolutely, or it's really just going to absolutely accomplish nothing. So if you do not have a lot of respect or a lot of trust in the government, well, I know which side you're going to be lying on. So what is this hearing? Well, this is the House Financial Services Subcommittee. They're going to be having a hearing with the SEC's Division of Enforcement. Some pretty important people should be asking the SEC some important questions. Namely, why a recent judge denied the SEC's recent motion to keep all of their communications and emails hidden about the Bill Hinman speech. Everybody in Congress knows about this. They do. There's no way that they don't know about it. There's too much flying around on social media, especially on Twitter, with all these members of these Senate financial committees. They know about it. And so Susan Friedman, who's actually head of Ripple policy, she actually commented on Twitter. She says she expects some very tough questions for the SEC's Division of Enforcement. In fact, she pointed out Representative Tom Emmer and Representative Josh Gottenheim, who've been really focused on keeping the SEC accountable, or at least bringing to people's attention their lack of accountability at some point. So this is going to be a big hearing. It's actually trending on Twitter at one point. I've seen several articles written about it. There should be some important questions. This is something important to follow. There's going to be several people live tweeting it. I'm looking forward to seeing some of the tough questions that come out. Because here's the thing, they should be asking about the SEC's, the perception of impropriety and what these SEC lawyers are actually doing in this case versus Ripple. This case should be called out specifically, and if it's not, there's some people that are saying, listen, don't get your hopes up. XRP holders, Ripple supporters, don't get your hopes up. This is just another for show to make government employees look like they're actually doing something, just to appease the people. So let me know in the comment section below if you think that there are actually some tenacious watchdogs in government that want to keep the SEC accountable, or if you think that this is all for a show, so it looks like they're doing their job and, of course, get votes. So this hearing is going to be happening Tuesday, July 19th at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, so that you guys have time to follow some of the live tweeters or possibly catch it on TV. All right, guys, a big thank you to watching this video all the way to the end, for smashing that thumbs up button, and as always, I'll see you guys on the next video.